Good morning, everybody.
Oh, hey.
I'm just getting everything ready. We don't have our normal, very professional intro and everything because we're having a little glitch with the software.
We're not in our famous studio.
World famous
studio. We're here with Scotty Mack.
And the dwellings of the basement of Main Street building.
We also have Bernie
Parisi.
If you mispronounce it, that's 100% all right.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. I think every team in the state has mispronounced my name at some point.
Do you blame your parents?
Yeah, you can blame my old man for giving me that name, I guess.
We are at Castaways Vintage Cafe. If you are listening, why don't you just hop in the car and come on down? It's opening day. Opening day here at Castaways Vintage Cafe, right across from Minglewood. It's a great morning to come grab a cup of coffee. Here we go. This is an important week.
It's St. Patrick's Day week.
St. Patrick's Day week.
It's the whole week.
We're gonna start drinking.
Where are we gonna be on St. Patrick's Day afternoon?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question, Joe. That's a great segue. We're going to be at the Rum Line in Gloucester, across from the Gloucester train station, adjacent to Audrey's Flower Shop.
where Scotty would be playing all the classics, including the Green Alligator, the Long Neck Goose.
That seems to be your go-to favorite. That's like the only Irish song you know.
I'm going to tell you what, because I'm a Sicilian, but I'm jealous of the Irish on St. Patrick's Day because it is a tremendous day. And I love the hat, by the way. But anyway, I digress. Yeah. The Green Alligator and the Long Neck Goose, back in the day when I was single and going into Southie.
Was that your pickup song?
It wasn't a pickup song, but it was when they played that song, everybody went bananas.
Okay.
Right? Because you do the motions, you know.
Yeah.
The Green Alligator and the Long Neck Goose.
So it's like the back in the day type of line dance, but you were able to sign.
I could fake my way through being Irish with the Green Alligator and the Long Neck Goose.
Did you ever screw up and do the goose when it was not supposed to be done and it was like a long neck? And
there's a good chance of
his second favorite song.
Chimpanzee. Do the chimpanzee. Do you know the chimpanzee? There it is. All right.
His second favorite's YMCA. He likes using his hand.
Do we have audio?
Song.
Do we do that? Is the audio on?
The audio's
you usually screw up the audio.
Audio's great.
Okay.
We have Pat Dalpiaz.
Pat Dalpiaz right there on camera too.
Wow.
Look at that picture.
Jesus.
You're looking spry this morning.
Yeah.
Can you give us a Jimmy Dalpiaz update?
Jim's doing okay. He's coming right along. He was up in the middle of the night beating away a critter in the mall. So
I was worried where you were going to go with that.
Up in the middle of the night with a critter. I don't know.
I didn't know what he was beating in the middle of the night, but I'm glad it was. Was it a?
It was fairly entertaining.
I'm sure it was.
It was very entertaining.
Hey Pat, can we get a shot of those shoes? Could you stand up for just a second and put it on the stool there?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Nice, Pat.
Wow.
Woo!
I can get my leg up this high.
Okay,
Well,
Pat.
I mean, that's what happens when Jim's up with critters in the middle of the night.
Pat, show him your underwear now. So, Pat, what's your maiden name again? Ryan. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very Irish.
So,
Very Irish.
very Irish.
So we have Andrew Weiner comments. Joey Shimachara, if you're jealous of the Irish on St. Patrick's Day, are you jealous of the Jews on Hanukkah? Andrew being a Jewish person.
Yeah.
I used to date a Jewish girl.
Really? Tell me more.
And coming from a Sicilian family,
Yeah.
we celebrated Hanukkah with her family.
Yeah.
Cow tongue was one of the delicacies.
Gefilte fish?
Gefilte fish.
Oh.
The
Matzo balls?
Matzah?
soggy matzah.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no, not jealous of the but we did get called out on I made an unbelievable pot roast yesterday, and I posted it.
Yeah.
And my Irish sister-in-law has challenged me to a pot roast challenge.
Yeah, someone else did.
You got to take that
You
challenge.
did too.
You got to take that challenge.
And I'm going to decimate everyone because the Irish. Let's face it.
We boil everything.
Boil it.
Yeah.
We boil everything.
Yeah.
So let's break something down right here.
Meat.
Let's break something down.
Break it down.
The Irish get 1 day, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Fiesta, the Italians get 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you get the Jewish community, which get 8 days for Hanukkah. So they trump all, I think.
Yeah, but didn't you ever see the what was the Goldberg's episode where they had the Hanukkah one where the kids they'd open up their gifts and it was like a toothbrush because they get 8 days of presents and underwear was the next day and the kid was pissed off.
Yeah. Joe, speaking of cow tongue, I brought my daughter. No, I'm serious. I brought my daughter to Tacos Lupita yesterday.
That's a great spot.
Yeah, and they have cow tongue on their menu. So you could get a burrito with cow tongue. And I'm telling you, she got the burrito. I didn't get anything because I had already eaten. But of course, the burrito was
Tremendous.
great size.
You know who loves that burrito is Bob, the bartender from the Crow's Nest. He swears by it.
I am telling you. And I know when I first moved to Gloucester, you raved about it. That's like the third time I've been in there. That's my go-to now.
It falls off your radar.
Yes.
And it should be a go-to.
Yeah.
We have buried the lead, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I mean, we're buried. Gloucester High School is in the Final Four hockey. They packed the barn.
I want to talk cow tongue.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning, Gloucester. I'm Scotty Mack. This is Joey Shimataro, followed by Chris McCarthy and our man Bernie over here.
Bernie Sanders.
But we
Parisi.
Perisy.
Periscope. Okay.
Periscope. But Bernie,
Down Periscope.
So Bernie has gone viral with his video clips. He's been following the entire tournament, and as a matter of fact, you followed the St. Mary's team
Right.
from the beginning of the season.
From tryouts to the very last game of the season. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
Well, before we go any
before we
further,
go
because I want people to understand how, this level of videography that you're doing, because you're not a kid in the stand with a camera.
Right.
Your video, and a lot of people don't understand. There's a million soccer moms that have DSLRs. no, there are, and I've said this.
it's so true though.
It's so true, right? But your editing is what captured me when I started following you a couple weeks ago.
Is that the clip that was the Costanzo goal?
Yes,
on Spit and
he's the
Chicklets,
guy.
Wow,
Spit
man.
and Chicklets. Like,
Wow.
It was shared over 450 times on Good Morning Gloucester on Facebook yesterday. But let me go to. I'm gonna do this for the first time. So just so people that are watching, if you haven't seen the clip, most people probably have seen the clip. But if you haven't seen the clip, I want to share the screen with you, and we're gonna go.
This is the call to the majors in my book.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the fact that it got on, I don't know how it got to Chicklets. I don't care how, because I didn't send it. I don't know who did.
Last year I made $7 million, didn't have to do a single. Should I told my flip at Coca-Cola for the check that cut me at the Super Bowl? My life moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the you put me in Super Bowl. This is real life, ain't no accident,
A little bow. Yeah.
So what are we seeing here in this clip? Like, how long did it take you to edit?
So I'm gonna show this one right here.
Yeah.
This is the one. Can you put that sound in on the shot?
Yeah, I do that in. Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Guess who's knocking?
You in one location?
No, I move around.
All right. So I gotta close it. Oh, I'm right there. Okay, so we're back. We were messing. Pat, how did that look on your end?
That looks great.
Okay,
Looks
good.
great.
Fantastic. But Bernie is so your clip. I just want to talk about how you went viral. Spit and Chicklets is the hockey podcast for Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports probably, I'm going to say it's probably the number one website for
people, especially in because I'm 22, especially people in my age demographic, so to speak. Oh yeah. See, I knew I that's why I was hesitating about saying that.
So basically, anyone without an AOL email.
dial up. Anybody without dial up?
Anyone who still has their college or high school Gmail account, yeah. But yeah, I don't know how the clip got to them. I didn't send it in. Someone must have.
We shared it with them.
Oh, you shared it with them.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
You were instrumental.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah.
The fact they have over 1 million followers, and I was at maybe I opened the day with 7,800. I've had a 1,200 follower bump since that clip went up on Chiclets. And I'm hoping that it brings me a little bit more exposure and gives me some more business with like higher places, because the goal is one day hopefully film NHL games. What was you asked?
Well, I just want to say this. We have a couple comments. Melissa Tarr says the boys are always waiting for the edit to come out.
Oh, yeah.
The boys, and I see you have a very special kind of bond with a lot of the players already. I'm going to play this other clip right here. You're in the tunnel right here.
Bernie. Let's go, boys.
I just love it. So you've become like this household name among the hockey community,
right?
And how did you get started?
So I went to after I graduated high school, I went to college for a semester, and I wasn't enjoying it, so I left. I decided to take the community college route, which is where I'm still at right now. But I needed something to do. Honestly, I needed something to do in my downtime. And I thought back to when I was in high school. I took classes on how to do video editing and such. So I said hey Ma, is there if I get it was a cheap camera, wasn't certainly the quality that I'm making today, but I literally I got a camera on Christmas, I think 2019, and the next day I filmed my first video. It was a women's hockey game for Peabody, and ever since then it took a few months, but eventually I got my first paid gig, and after that it just kind of snowballed. I attribute, and this is it's kind of weird to say, but I attribute a lot of the fact that my business started to grow to the pandemic, because when I was supposed to film at the Garden for a team that had, I hate to mention this, had actually knocked Gloucester out of the playoffs earlier that season.
And why'd you say it?
Hey, because they look at how they're playing.
Demerit.
They turned it around.
Demerit, yeah.
Demerit. They canceled the championships 2 days before, and eventually, they're saying, no parents, no fans, no nothing allowed in the rinks. So they would contact me, and they would say, hey, I need footage of my kid to send to prep schools or send to coaches and stuff. So they would hire me to go out to the games, and they'd get me in somehow. And that's where the follower base started to really grow over the pandemic. And ever since then, it's a grind. It's certainly not something that you can just sit back and expect the success to come, for sure.
Yeah,
it's like any other profession. It's like any profession in the world. You got to work for it.
You got to get it.
Would you be accepting of a GMG press pass?
I mean, sure, why not? Absolutely. The guys who run the
opens so many doors.
I'm sitting on a press pass right now for that one of our contributors that does a lot of the music releases.
Yep.
Right here, Joanne Silva. If you're watching, I've had this in my pocket for 2 years. But you know what?
In your pocket for 2 years?
This is not wild. But this is the move. Get one of these press passes, right? And then on the back, put a QR code so that people. So I know I see you have a link tree.
Right.
This goes to our link, the Good Morning Gloucester link tree with all our YouTube, our blog, our podcast, all of our different channels. Just a little insider
there you go. There you go.
I chat with Joanne and design of mine recently.
But does she hang out here? I'm gonna leave it here for her, Joanne.
That's a good idea.
It's gonna be here. I'm gonna leave it with them. Perfect. Thank you.
So Bernie, if you want to get to the next level, here's my advice. Forget hockey, forget baseball, forget all these other sports. Pickleball. I'm telling you, start filming
the
pickleball.
number one growing sport in the United States.
Yeah.
For old fucks like us.
In retirement
if
communities.
Someone's watching, can you fact check and comment if that's absolutely true?
He's looking to you looking to fact check me?
Yeah, someone comment and fact check that for me.
Just don't fact check any of my poop comments. I am the poop specialist.
We should mention very generous donation by Bianca, the owner here at Castaways Vintage Cafe. She has donated. Go to camera 2. There's Pat. Can you hold it up so people can see? It's a heavyweight, awesome Castaways Vintage. Right up to the camera. Go a little closer, Pat. Hoodie. So if you
I
share,
cannot believe the donation for the prize today on this one.
this
Very
is
generous.
one of our better podcast
I was
prizes.
instrumental.
If you share the podcast and type shared in the Facebook feed, you'll be entered. We'll draw it at the end of the podcast. One of the Castaways heavy duty awesome hoodies.
I want to go out on a limb here and say that my prediction, if Mike Bertolino was watching today, I ran into him recently, and he said that his house is stocked with GMG prize winnings because he's a very lucky individual.
He has so many.
We have a tremendous guest,
Yeah.
Mike
Speaking
Coder.
of pickleball, this is the
This
pickleball
champion. Pickleball champion, Mike
Pickleball
Coder.
champion.
Mike Coder.
What's
was-
pickleball?
Let's pickleball.
Mike Bertolino, I want to apologize that my segment got trumped for Mike Coder showing up, but I was trying to give you being a loyal
We'd be
watcher,
remiss.
viewer, and winner on the show is what I was getting at, Joe.
And you can't win if you don't play. And
Yeah, that's right.
Mike, he plays every
He
week.
plays.
We do have 7 shares already. So.
Oh,
Mike
very
Coder.
nice.
Hey, Scotty, I haven't
Village
seen you
has-
forever, man.
Nice to see
Oh,
you.
Robert and Annette Spanks, the swingers from the Villages.
Yeah, I'm going back down, and we're gonna make an offer on a place down there. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh, nice. There you go.
They
Awesome.
have like 250 pickleball courts.
Why aren't they playing right now?
I know. Well, because they have priorities. The podcast.
Mike
They're
Coder.
loyal listeners.
Meet Bernie over here. We're talking
I-
about
Yeah,
videography and clips and
I
the
watched
stuff
that from
that
the car. That was
Oh yeah.
you're gifted.
Thank you so
Hold
much.
on,
Pull
Mike,
him in a
you were
little tight.
driving and watching.
No, I pulled up.
I don't want my videos to be responsible for like
No,
an
no,
accident on the way
Yeah,
here.
Mike, come
I
on.
pulled up to be part of the studio audience today, and I was listening to it outside when I got here.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
And
So I'm
it's
gonna do a little.
tremendous.
We're gonna do a little rundown. Marilyn Faye Muse, Paula Ryan O'Brien, Andrew Weiner, Pauline's Gifts, Pauline Bresnahan, Chris Thompson, Lois Ann Whitmarsh Hamilton, Jonathan Cahill, Don Caraway. Oh, Don Caraway. We
Don
saw her.
Caraway.
Drift.
We saw her from
Drift.
Susan
Yeah.
Susan
Oh,
Casey.
look at
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, Madeline's here. My daughter
Everybody.
Madeline's here.
I've come to request money.
Hey, sit right down. Sit right here.
Come
on in. Right here.
There you go. That's
That's
perfect.
the perfect entrance to
How
a
much
room.
would you like?
What?
How much would you like? Start high.
Can I go like? Can I?
Yeah,
Can I
Just
go?
a hundo. It's
1,000.
Maybe like 10,000.
10,000. All right.
Madeline, this is the guy that makes the sick video
Oh,
clips.
I saw. I was gonna show Olivia that the
Only
hockey
20?
one, right?
Joe, give her
Yeah,
another
I
20.
saw that. Yeah, Dad.
That was the perfect
Yeah.
entrance to a
Come on,
room.
20.
Yeah.
Right there. I need money.
I'm here, Dad. I want to
Hey,
request some
Hey,
money.
Olivia, how are you? Good. Nice to
Do
see
you need money too? You sure? All right.
Nice. Nice work.
You need money too?
I got money for my dad.
This is how it works.
Do you ever see that, like the Cosby Show, where the kid runs in and then he makes this thing and then he runs out? It was a little chubby kid who came in with like one of peanut butter, one frame, and then out the camera. That was his whole shtick. That was like that, like
creepy Cosby.
in and out, in and out.
All right, we got
Creepy.
Annie Rochon's with us. Bethany Ferreras, Brenda Grimes Davis, Debbie DeLiacos,
Mike Coder.
Mike Coder,
Andy
Dan-
Rochon,
Daniel-
huge hockey fan, might even like your clips.
Daniel
Oh,
Porter,
nice.
Eileen Kelly, Melissa Tarr, Peter Tarantino, Kathy Barlow, Lynn Scannell, Grace Messeri Scola, and the Robert and Annette Spanks, the swingers from the Villages. All right, I think we're caught up there.
So, Joe, just a reminder, we're here at Castaways Vintage Cafe across from Minglewood, opening day today. So come grab a cup of coffee, come grab an acai bowl,
Yep.
and they did it all over.
Yep.
They did it all over.
It looks great.
New look and feel, painted some walls, cleaned up some of the racks. It's got a great new look and feel to it. So come on
This
down.
custom shirt over
Great
here is
place.
dynamite. You
Yeah.
see this custom shirt?
And
yeah.
Bianca's going to join us
Great.
momentarily.
Awesome.
That's gonna be one of a kind, right?
Is that a candle?
This is a candle.
Yeah, they have all sorts of swag here: candles, hats.
Big studio audience. Big
Hello.
studio audience. How you guys doing? Good. Yeah. There we go. There we go. We got more people coming.
Joe, do you see here in the comments here that all the fans are chiming in? They want to know the girls, especially if Bernie is single.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
a lot
Bernie.
of lot of clips. A lot of clips.
Yeah.
I don't.
You know
I
what
don't
it
know
is?
if that's the case. In
Do you
the
know? No.
comments.
Do you know why? The reason why is because he's sitting with his legs akimbo, so his big penis, the bulge, is yeah.
And someone's chiming in saying, "Well, can you film me for my OnlyFans page?"
So
Yeah,
do you do
yeah.
that kind of work, Bernie?
No, I don't. I have.
Well, hey, you know,
I have. sadly had
Let's address the
email-
market. You've got a market opportunity. We should address the
I have
market.
sadly had emails, people saying like, "I love your work. Would you be interested in transitioning to do this, like working the camera for my
Why say no?
OnlyFans account?" Because I don't need my name associated with that. And I want
Mike,
Coder, he's taking applications.
One day. I can't
He
do
doesn't
that.
do OnlyFans. That's beneath him.
We're
He's
looking for a
Pornhub,
film
only
crew to
Pornhub.
follow Chris and Joey around. We need a cameraman on assignment.
Mike, would you stop emailing him asking if he'll do some side gigs for you?
No pun intended with it's beneath him.
I didn't think Mike showed up here. He's trying. He's
Yeah, he wants to get in good with
Let's
Bernie.
get ready to sign the
I'm
contract.
so
So
glad. I'm so glad
We
I
leave
answered that
Thursday.
message to be here.
We leave Thursday.
The good news is with Mike, it will only be a 30-second clip.
At 160 beats a minute.
Can you work the magic on the editing for that?
So you're saying you want me to like edit it to go from like a 30 seconds to you want me to make it like a 5 minutes?
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Can you put him in a good light?
Wait. I'll just talk. I thought I just walked in there.
Hey,
hold
and you're not
Hey, guys.
live public here
Hey
either.
guys, how about them Patriots? Yeah,
How about
keep
them
it PG while they're in here.
Thank you, Melissa Tosh. She just included Bernie's a link to Bernie's Instagram. Bianca, come on.
Slide over.
Yeah.
Oh, Josie Ferrari. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bianca,
Hello.
Josie.
Welcome.
owner, entrepreneur, young female power. This is actually, isn't it Female Month or something like that?
Yeah.
Young and
Female. Sure. That works.
Female Power Month or something.
Women's
There you
Month.
go.
Women's Month. But ever since you came on the scene here with Castaways Vintage Cafe, you have taken over the city. With a whole, you have a real niche here. But like a lot of different kind of people come here. But if you come in here any day, like the average age of it, I think it's like a 25, 27-year-old hip vibe.
Yeah.
Which is
That's what
really
we're going
nice for us because we feel it brings our average age down to like maybe like 45.
Yep, and we were just explaining to Bernie the best time to show up here for the site.
Spectating. No, but really, this place is a very special place, and you've done very well. And today's reopening day. How exciting is that for you?
Yeah, it's awesome. We always close in the winter, so we're always excited to get back, see everyone's face, have everyone come back for coffee. It's great to see everyone. And we're just excited for a great summer.
You want to talk about any changes at the shop?
Yeah, so currently right now we're just doing acai bowls and coffee. We're holding off on smoothies and our avo toast probably for another month till we can get some more employees. As any business owner, anyone really now knows, employees is very hard to come
I was
by.
gonna say, are you still finding it tough now that everything's like reopened and all that government money like that they supplemented is gone? Are you still finding
it's
trouble?
still, yeah.
Are you taking applications right now?
We are absolutely. We are taking applications, but so we're only going to do bowls and coffee for now, and then probably a month once a lot of our workers are now in high school. Once they're out and stuff, we'll kind of go full force for summer and open up. But other than that, everything's pretty much the same. We did a little facelift back here in our vintage store, kind of brightened some things up, changed a few things, but.
I've come to realize, my daughters will attest to this, and they're way cooler and hipper than I am, that your sweatshirts are like a big time thing in town because you don't mess around. You everything is super high quality. That kind of like super soft, heavy, good,
absolutely.
Baggy, like nice, comfortable, the kind that you want to slip into on a Sunday morning. Sweatshirts and the logos are awesome.
Yeah,
too.
so we do like a variation of logos. We do some summer ones. We do Not Dead Yet. We do Life is Better on the Island.
I love the Not Dead Yet.
Yeah.
My father does too. I mean, I get more compliments on where did you get that shirt, and I send people right down. I mean,
yeah, so our sweatshirts, our merch, everything's really we're kind of going full force into summer now.
Pat, why don't you hold that up again so we can see the logo?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely before I leave here today, I'm buying one of those and I'm wearing it to the next Gloucester.
There you go.
I was out there getting my coffee and I saw the sweatshirts. I'm like, I gotta walk out of here with one.
Nice, yeah. Cool.
So, and then let's hold up to today's one of today's prize giveaways too, Pat, while we're there.
This is very, very generous.
And very generous.
Bianca donated this to be a prize today. If you share the podcast and type shared, you will be entered into one of the people that share it will get a chance to win this hoodie.
And
Really nice. So
Bianca,
soft.
It's,
Bianca, Joe and I were in the North End about 3 weeks ago for Chinese food, and we walked right by walked right by your shop
Yeah.
in the North End. Why don't you talk a little bit about
so
that?
we've opened a pop-up vintage, just the vintage clothing, up in North End on 97 Salem Street. It's right kind of parallel to Hanover. We'll have that through September, so we'll have it all summer. We're really kind of going full force with the vintage, kind of doing the repurposed. I've been making a lot of the jackets and stuff, kind of just doing that up there.
That's
So
awesome.
we'll be there throughout the summer.
Is there any plan besides just the vintage and the apparel in Boston to maybe turn it into the smoothie and acai bowl and stuff like that in the North End too?
So right now, we're going to keep it just vintage. We may try to add coffee. Our kind of plans going forward are to open up, vintage and coffee pop-ups around either another place in Boston, on the North Shore. We're kind of going to try to push the vintage side of things, and open up a couple more stores. But we're going to hold off on smoothies up there for now.
Yeah.
What's your go-to? You're in the North End, and you're gonna have like an Italian lunch. What's your go-to spot?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I really haven't eaten much there.
No.
Shockingly enough, I've been trying to hold back. Really anywhere is good.
Yeah.
Right next to me is Antico Forno,
yeah.
and they're really good.
Yeah.
Regina's Pizza's right there.
Have you been to Galleria Umberto?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I can get there, they usually close pretty early. Once they're
They're usually
out.
sold out. Right?
Yeah.
That's a place I wanted to go. We couldn't sit inside.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're really
takeout
good.
only.
Wow, we got a lot of people sharing it right now.
Yeah, we do. We're up to 15.
15
Wow.
shares. That's awesome.
That's due to the nice sweatshirt.
So let's talk about this right here.
Yeah, so if you come visit us in Gloucester, we can give you a 20% off coupon to go up to our store in Boston. Spend it on any of our vintage. We do have some of our merch up there as well. So we have those that we're giving away here in Gloucester location.
Awesome. So you can come here and get
Little
that
closer.
coupon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So come on down to Cast and the address. So I want to clear something up for people.
Thank you.
Because you go to Google,
Yeah.
Thanks, Pat.
and there's no way to change this. So the address they give you is. Did you have a hard time finding this, Bernie?
No, I did not have a hard time.
But you came in from up there, right?
I came
Yeah.
Oh, the door is open
The
up there.
door is open. So that
Okay.
door is always open. It's just
So-
65 Main Street's the building
Right.
address.
It gives you.
It
gives
doesn't
you a
give you
main
the
street.
rear.
Right.
There is no address. for
How's
that
your heating
door.
bill? The door's always open.
Right.
Isn't it?
No, but what? So how do you? So just from for me for future notice, how do you describe people? If you're gonna say come to Castaways, what do you tell people?
I tell them to go to the rear across from Minglewood.
Rear across from
If
there.
they're not from Gloucester, I tell them to type in Minglewood, and then it's the parking lot right
And then you
across.
have that iconic VW bus out
Oh, yeah,
front.
she's
The
coming out.
turquoise bus.
She's been away for winter right now, but she'll be out once we get a little
And
bit
that is
nicer weather.
that's an operational ride too.
Oh, yeah.
But you always seem to have the niche on grabbing that spot
Yeah,
out front for the flat flag in.
Yeah, we get the pass, we pay, and then we
Excellent.
take her for a ride every now and then. But she's
Bianca,
fully functional.
Last year, I know you did some events out here on the patio. Do you plan on doing that?
Yeah,
this year as well?
absolutely. So actually starting in May, we're going to have every Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have 11 to 12 live music out on the
Okay.
patio,
Yeah.
kind of a little brunch hour. And then we'll kind of be adding in with, different events.
Yeah.
We did some cigar events. We did like some women's events. We also do private events where they can rent out the patio
Yeah.
and have it to themselves
Awesome.
as well.
Yeah, we saw the Dave Campbell from OTB was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Soup.
got he's
Yeah.
got 4 dates I think this summer. We also have
Yeah.
Mike Fagette
Oh,
from
great.
over
Yeah,
the bridge.
very talented people.
Love
Yeah, we
those
have a lot
guys.
of great people coming. Chris Fitzgrice.
Excellent too with
yeah.
Pierre Ave.
Yeah,
right,
Pierre
solo.
Ave. And we have Jake Pardee.
Jake
who
Pardee
is
coming
here,
back from
I
Marco
believe.
Island.
Yep. So
Wow.
we're gonna have a lot of people out on the patio this year. So.
And we discussed. I'm going to actually do a little
Yeah,
something. We're going to have like
absolutely.
a morning, sort of like a kickoff where the what was that? The yoga thing gets out, meets.
Yeah. So kind of
Start your day
everyone
kickoff type of thing.
Oh wow!
Scotty's doing yoga.
I'll pay
Better believe
to
it.
I'll pay to see that. Bernie,
Better
can we
believe it.
hire
Get my
you
mat.
to? Can we hire you to tape? Just put a. I want a tight shot on Scotty doing yoga.
Down with dog.
You
I
know
wanna
something?
see him down.
You
I
know
might have
something,
to
Joe?
raise my prices
I-
for that.
for the sake of the podcast, I will actually allow that to happen.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna have to.
Oh, Danny.
gonna
I'm
have to-
saying
I'll have
ratings
to
were
up my
down. If you want
prices.
a ratings boost, I'm there. I'll take one for the team.
I love that you're there for
That's
us.
funny.
There we go.
What else you got going on, Bianca? Here, so
That's pretty
what do you
much
want to
it
talk
right
about? I
now.
mean, anything on the new designs, or like you said, we already went over the coffee and the acai for now.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some new merch. We always like to do a new logo or
Okay.
kind of a new sweatshirt every year.
What are the hours of operation right now?
7 to 3 every day.
Awesome.
Yep, we'll be open till end of November every single day.
Thank you. I
Did
know
you,
you.
did you see Joe's post with me wearing the shirt?
I
in
did,
St.
yeah.
Did she
John's?
share
See
it?
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
So-
pretty jealous I wasn't there.
Here's the thing, and you see, you're brilliant. You see, you're a young, brilliant mind,
Thank you.
and you get that. Like we posted that, and you shared it. You have no idea how many people come onto the podcast,
Yeah.
or we do like promotional things of their stuff in a post that's easily with one button shared, and they don't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, we do this great post. Oh, you have to try
Effortless.
this.
Yeah.
You know,
And they
you
just
have to
don't
go
do it.
here and check out this item that this person has. And I'm waiting to see them share it on their personal page, and they don't. And I'm saying, what don't you get here? What don't you get?
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's a missed opportunity.
this
for
is.
sure.
I looked good. I looked good in that picture. I didn't have
You
a
did.
bathing suit
You
underneath.
You did. Look
By the way, I had a towel wrapped around me.
Well, I do feel
I
like
just-
this episode is going to go viral with Bernie over here. That's gone viral
Yeah,
on his
right?
clip.
Oh
So
boy.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you. I know
Of
you. I know you're
course,
slammed.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
welcome
thank
to
you
sit
so
in
much.
if you want. If you want.
Well, thank you
whatever
so much
want.
for having it here and having me on. We appreciate
It's
it.
one of our favorite spots.
All right.
Oh, your daughter needs more.
More money?
Hang on.
She needs
We
more
need to
money.
see- no, seriously.
Thank you, Bianca.
Look at this. Look at this. Give that to Pat and show everybody. I mean,
Oh,
if you're looking for an acai bowl,
That looks good.
I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Layers of the-
Yeah, show that. Look at the layers.
Oh yeah,
I
Yep.
mean, you can't beat that.
Kinda glary. Sorry about
that's great.
Pat, if you
We're
could
good.
keep it out of the
All
sun
right,
so
we're
it doesn't
gonna
melt.
We're gonna move on.
Shh. We're gonna move on, Joe.
Joey, are we gonna move on?
Yeah.
We're gonna move on.
We have a lot of good topics.
We're gonna move on.
Lot
It's
of
okay.
good
Good
topics.
stuff to talk about. It's okay.
We do. So there's that. I don't know if I brought up because I don't know if I brought up the hockey game. They have announced it. It's 5:30 Tuesday night at the Songus Arena in Lowell, and tickets are expected to go on sale on the www.gofan.com page
And who are they playing?
at noon.
Canton.
Canton,
I
Canton,
think
Canton
they're
won
ranked-
last
I
night.
think they're ranked number 3 in D. They won an overtime over
And we
Walpole.
were number 2 seed, Gloucester,
You
right?
guys are number 2. Yes.
You guys.
Oh, okay, we are number 2.
We, yeah,
Okay,
I
we.
know.
Well, he's a videographer. He's
I'm
very
from, hey,
independent.
I'm from
He's-
Peabody, but still, these are my guys for sure. I've hitched my wagon to them.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
There you go.
Um,
So we have that. Thank you, Pat, for that.
bracket.
Which is nice.
Job. There's the bracket.
So since we're speaking about hockey,
So Jack Costanzo, but wait a second. Jack Costanzo, is he a senior?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's a senior.
yeah,
And his videos speak for themselves. The kid is unbelievable player.
yeah.
But this Marshall kid's a sophomore.
Oh, he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
I
He's
didn't
a
realize he was
sophomore. And so this team is going nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be and that's a testament to Cape Ann youth hockey.
Yeah.
Cape Ann youth hockey has for decades produced an unbelievable
Yeah.
talent pool in Gloucester. And so my stepson Connor, who my beautiful wife Kate just chimed in and said hi. These young players are looking up to these high school players right now. And believe me when I tell you, their excitement level to continue their hockey and to get better because they want to reach that stage as well has done great things
Yeah.
for the local hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marshall and Costanzo remind me a lot of myself back in the mid '80s.
I
fourth line.
texted you guys yesterday, and I said, if Chris claims to be a hockey player, it'll just be a sacrilege. You cannot disgrace the sport. I won't allow it.
Fourth line, Mike.
Yeah, you were
I-
fourth
I-
line,
I-
all American fourth
We won't
liner.
allow it, Chris.
Mike, when you got hurt, I always filled in for you.
So it's funny you say about reaching to the next level of hockey. You remember back in the 70s and 80s, we would go to the Boston Garden and watch Savio, St. John's Prep, Matt
Yeah.
Neon,
Yeah.
right? Bobby Carpenter,
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
can't miss kid, February, drafted out of high school,
Chris McCarthy.
right?
Yeah. I mean, all
Ladies
those
and gentlemen,
top
we're
players.
just gonna.
I would be remiss if I did not mention
If I could
Captain
use the
Nick
word
Novello.
pummel, if I could use the word pummel,
buddy,
on Chris
20
right
years
now,
ago, this year.
Chris will get pummeled later.
Mike Interante was on that team, I believe.
Jason Puglisi.
Jason Puglisi.
But Nick Novello, the
Nick
fellow,
Novello, our buddy, yeah.
Hanson.
Naples guy, in
Hanson
Hanson was a
Gloucester.
good player.
Hanson.
Hanson.
The Hanson brothers.
No,
The
no.
twin, the,
Eddie
the,
Shore.
the triplets from
Oh, yeah.
the
Eddie
triplets
Shore.
from Slapshot.
Eddie Shore, old time hockey.
Got to foil up.
Got to foil up.
But no, he's a great player, man. Did you see that move between the legs?
Oh,
I mean,
That is awesome.
that-
And you're right.
So Bernie, you watch a lot of. I mean, you're covering all these games.
Yeah.
What are some of the names that you think are going to go on to the next level and then do something?
Other than McCarthy.
Well, first off, I mean, I have to mention Costanzo and Marshall. Those two might be. And I know because I work for so many teams in the state. I know this is going to give me a lot of flack from them if any of them see this, but they might be two of the best, if not the two best hockey players I've seen play this season alone.
Yeah.
I know Marshall. He's the fact that he's only a sophomore amazes me. The way
Wow.
that he plays. Costanzo, he's so shifty, and the way that the other night when Marshall went out, the way he picked it up. To say that Costanzo picked up his game, that implies that he was off it before. No, he just took it to a whole new level that game. Some of the other names, man, I don't know. I've done a lot with the St. John's Prep. Some of the guys up there, Will Van Sicklen, Tommy Sarney, Jake Vanna. He's a new kid. He's a sophomore, I think. There currently, he's an emerging star. I mean, I do games for both the men's and women's hockey teams. I could go on. If I went to the Austin Prep women's team, they're 22-0 regular season, and they're going to the Final Four right now.
Hey, good for them. Props.
I could go through the list of D1 players that are on that team right now, like Catherine Carroll, Lauren Hannafin, Maeve Carey, and so many more in the pipeline. It's absolutely amazing because I really do think, and this is kind of sad, that Massachusetts high school hockey, public school or even schools like St. John's Prep or Austin Prep, the private schools, it still doesn't get its due credit because when people every time I go through the comments and of all my videos, and there's always some smart ass saying
troll
some troll saying doesn't compare to Minnesota high school hockey because they just had their state championships, so their tournament's going on right now. And
they're close to Canada anyway, so
right. That's something. That's the biggest compliment that I think I've gotten about the work that I do is that people say you're bringing so much attention to Massachusetts hockey. It's getting the credit that it's finally getting the credit that it deserves, and it really does.
Great job.
There's no. You get it. I'm just the video guy, but I get enthralled in the action too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just the guy filming them, but I do get close with the guys after a while. You showed the clip earlier with the Gloucester guys coming out of the locker room.
Yeah.
I've gotten close with those guys. They always look forward to seeing me. 5 minutes after the game ends, I get messages on Instagram Bernie, when's the video dropping? When's the video dropping?
That's great.
Marshall, Aiden Donald, Costanzo, they're all sending me messages asking when's the video coming out?
That's
You
great.
haven't even taken your skates off, but can you get out of the locker room first?
That's great.
Yeah, we're
we have
reminded.
a very, very. We need to stop. We need to stop the podcast right now because we have a very important message. My 11-year-old stepson, Connor Hill, will be playing at Pingree today. Make sure everybody knows that.
Stop everything.
Stop the
everything.
presses.
Stop everything.
Stop
All
the
right,
press.
Cancel your barbecue.
cancel your barbecues. Go Connors.
But
but
the next
it's a great
comment-
The
facility.
next
over there.
comment also though.
Go Connor.
Go get him, Connor. Good
Yep.
luck.
Big time shout out to my friend, my cousin, Ella Tucker, who is starting goalie as a freshman for our alma mater, Bishop Fenwick High School.
Yeah.
So big things going to come out of her because that's amazing as a freshman to be starting goalie, and they're doing well too.
Yeah, I saw her play. I went to a game where I saw her play once this season. It was a 2-0 shutout win over their rival Peabody, the annual Carlin Cup game they play at the end of the year, and she must have had at least 30, 35 saves in that game. She's real deal. I think she's got a playoff win under her belt now too. It's unfortunate that Fenwick is out now, but she's definitely one of those kids that I'm excited to see play. She's got a bright future ahead of her for sure.
There you go. There's the endorsement we were all looking for right there.
Yeah, someone told me that once too.
Co-signed by Bernie.
Co-signed by
I
Bernie.
think the starting job next season, because I think she was sharing it with a senior this year that used to play at Austin Prep, and I think next year the job is, unless she has a challenger, the job is hers. So she's gonna play a lot more next season. So get ready to see her play over at Bishop Fenwick. That's a team on the rise, in my opinion.
Oh, see that?
Did you hear that?
Breaking news.
Oh, I got a tingle. I got a little tickle in my plums right there.
My plums.
So Bernie, when you say I'm just a videographer and people are looking for your videos, people don't realize that, like in the off season too, and even looking forward to next year, as some of the comments you're making now, you do your research ahead of time, and you got to know who to follow and where to go. So,
Right.
want to touch on that a bit?
I'm a diehard hockey fan to begin with. It's my favorite sport of all. Before the season, I was putting out. I always put out like requests. Like I put out a thing saying like, "Hey, I was for months before the season began. I was putting out messages on social media saying like, "Hey, if anyone plays high school hockey in Mass and you have requests and want me to be there, start sending me them now because my schedule filled up pretty quick."
Oh wow!
Funny enough, Gloucester was actually not one of the teams that requested. One of the parents asked me if I could go, and then the guys picked up to it. It's I don't know how I find the time to do all this.
Think about this, right? Jack Costanzo and Marshall. That clip got picked up by Spittin' Chicklets. If you don't believe that every single hockey recruiter is tuned in to Spittin' Chicklets, you got to have your head examined. There is no bigger showcase, and now so that investment in hiring Bernie to cover his son Marshall, the kid's he's gonna get money. The college is gonna. He's gonna get.
He's actually going to prep.
Yeah. That's why I
Is
originally.
juniors before? Excuse me. Is juniors before college hockey still a thing?
Yes.
That's where he's going.
Oh yeah.
Is that
He's,
2 years, 1 year, and that's just as expensive
I
sometimes
know.
as going to college.
I was originally. I met Emerson through his fall season team, the NS Wings program.
Okay.
Because I knew guys on the team, and they asked me to go film, and I met him through there. And I met his dad, great guy, like class act. Whenever I'm with him, he's always trying to draw up business plans for me. Whenever he sees me, like at the last game, he's like, "Bernie, I got the perfect business plan for you right here. So you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that." He's always introducing me to people.
That's
That's
great.
great. Yeah.
He said that the Philadelphia Flyers assistant GM was at the game the other day. If you know Rob Ninkovich from the former guy for the Patriots,
Sure.
he was at the game
Was he?
versus Haverhill. He introduced me to him. I didn't know it was him at first until I went home and saw an Instagram post. And I'm like, I sent him a message. I'm like, I know I should have known, but you could have told me that was one of my favorite Patriots of all time.
Barry Hanrahan is from Gloucester, and he's been on our podcast. He's the GM for the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he's been on. So I'm not sure if he was in
And
town.
the owners of the Philadelphia Flyers live on Eastern Point.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really? No.
Yep.
Oh, there you
The
go.
Wow.
owners of the Flyers.
Yeah.
Really?
So I just wanted to mention this. Charlene,
But it's
and
one of their homes.
Kate and Charlene, 5 Mark Realty Group, my beautiful wife and Chris's beautiful wife. If you're looking to buy or sell property in Massachusetts or anywhere, well, actually Massachusetts, give them a call. They're both beautiful. They're both friendly. They're both very efficient. And it's women's empowerment month. And so these women right here would love to help you.
Well, and they can refer people outside of the Massachusetts.
They can,
So if,
right. They
if
have
you're
connections.
interested in a certain state, give them a call. They can put you in touch with
Or-
somebody.
How's real estate in Cabo?
Real estate in Cabo is booming.
They
Real
have-
estate
They
everywhere
have
is
great
booming.
connections in Naples, especially too, which is a big destination for people.
Check in with Pat. Pat, how you doing over there? You want to do a quick roll call?
Great shoes, Pat. Those are spanking. Yes,
Mike,
those are
we
beautiful.
already covered those.
Yeah, we
Mike.
plugged
Okay.
those.
All right, Mike.
I didn't get the notes,
And
Chris.
you know what? Bonus, they're comfortable.
Yeah.
They're really comfortable.
I
A little higher, Pat. A little higher for the
If
camera.
any higher, we're gonna get a coochie shot. We don't want that. We don't want. Be careful what you wish for.
Oprah.
We don't need to be canceled.
Be careful what you
Cancel,
wish for.
yeah. Cancel culture.
So there's that, which is nice. Oh, can we show Chris? We want comments from the from the audience here. Where's Chris's bracelet? Do you have that picture there, Pat?
I don't think I put it up.
Oh,
because
for
I
Christ's
thought we would
sakes.
have
I got
Merit.
it right here, Joe.
Is this
I
the
got it right here.
metrosexual thing, Chris?
Okay, so-
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you get that when you were away?
I'm not
I
sure.
did. I did, Mike. It's
That came with a little
sterling
ganja?
silver with some gold,
Yeah.
and complements my wedding ring, and it's very nautical,
It's a sign of
and it
commitment.
makes me It makes me feel.
You're ready for
Good in the
Mistral in
morning.
Boston.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry.
That's all right. No problem.
Demerit.
I don't.
And I like Mistral. That's a great spot.
Oh God.
So we have that.
My brother's
You
going
want
to
to talk about the cereal drive?
Oh my God! Thank you.
Jesus Christ!
Thank
Joe.
you very much. I appreciate that.
don't
The
scare me
cereal
like
drive. Thank God you brought that up. Where is it? Right here. Okay. The it's called. What's the name of the group? No. It's Together. Gloucester Together is. Thank God. I almost forgot all about this. Krista Michelle reached out to me, and who's actually the mother. I think they call it the godmother of Cape Ann youth hockey. And she mentioned that they are collecting a cereal drive for the open door up until March 17th. And their community partners in the drive where you can drop off boxes of cereal you can drop it off at the Gloucester Elks, Gloucester Police Department, Cops and Kids Division at 67 Middle Street, Sovereign Realty Advisors 206 Main Street, donations accepted between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., West Gloucester Trinitarian Church at 488 Essex Ave has a bin outside with 24 access. So those are the places you can bring it. I'd be remiss if I did not mention that.
Yeah.
Can we segue into douchebag moves, Joey? One of your topics? Because that's I like that. That was interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get some feedback from our listeners on this right here.
And while you're pulling that up, I want to give a shout out to Voodoo Fisheries, fishing vessel Voodoo doing charters this year. We're going to have them on in a couple weeks, Joey, to talk all things getting set up for the season for tuna fishing, haddock, ground fishing, things like that.
Nice. We're not, I just pulled up the graphic, Scotty, and you can't read the words.
Okay.
So it would be the point would be moved.
So we're gonna skip the douchebag moves because that was a.
So Voodoo Fishing Charters right there. Captain Brandon Robinson, VoodooFisheries.com. There you go.
Which is one of the boats actually the youngest captain to enter the Bluefin Blowout tournament to date.
Excellent. Really? Is it his first time entering?
First time entering.
How old?
Best of luck, Voodoo.
I think just 21, 22.
Nice.
He owns the Voodoo?
No, he's the captain of the
captain.
boat.
Okay.
But they've entered the Bluefin Blowout to benefit Alzheimer's and stuff.
Yeah.
So shout out to Warren Waugh and the Lion Waugh Auto Group, Sedalia and the whole team, Crudy.
Yeah. Just as an update,
Oh.
the date's been slightly changed.
Yes. It's Tuesday now.
Good job on the switching, Scotty.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
So Scott,
Thursday, yeah.
Jimmy Dalpiaz is currently on notice. Scotty has taken the switching duties.
All
today.
the prayers and well wishes to get well soon, Jimmy.
Very well.
So the question is, like, when a quarterback gets hurt, the backup comes in. The starting quarterback is always guaranteed his job when he heals up. So does Jimmy get this job again when he heals up?
Well, look what happened with Tom Brady and Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe. Ask Bledsoe how that worked out for him.
Yeah.
Well, you tell Jimmy. I'm sure he's.
I don't have
watching.
the hot Jimmy. Your job
don't
is
yell
right
at
here
me.
waiting for
I
you.
think we should leave it up. I think we should leave it up to we'll leave this up to the viewers to vote.
Yeah.
Should Scott when Jimmy heals up from his stroke?
I don't want the job, Jimmy. You're in.
Should he be relegated to secondary duties, or should Scotty take?
I'm very unreliable. I give it totally to Jimmy.
Well, that's true. You are
Scotty
right.
only
Very
shows up
unreliable.
half the time.
Getting positive feedback on the bracelet, Chris.
Summer's
really?
coming.
FYI.
Oh, nice. See that? Is it from all the women?
Chris, did you get a tattoo
Yeah.
also?
Yes.
Did you get a tattoo when you were there?
Don't worry about my tattoo.
He got dolphins going over a cresting wave with the sunset as a tramp stamp.
in a rainbow.
So we have a graphic here that is going to put to rest. It's going to put to rest the Zugu versus Gravy
Yeah.
debate. This Chris, I think you sent this.
I did.
Chris sent this in. He's looked all over the place. He was in the grocery store. You got Fermano's tomato sauce, Del Monte tomato sauce, Hunt's tomato sauce, Contadina tomato sauce, Cento tomato sauce, Red Gold tomato sauce. No mention of gravy. Case closed. It's over. Cut the check. It's over.
Anthony Catarano.
Sorry, Anthony.
Anthony Catarano, you're all done.
Oh, speaking of Anthony Catarano, he sponsored a horse for a night at the races for the chamber at the cruise port coming up next Thursday, and as part of that, you're allowed to name your horse, and he named his horse Brandon. So kudos to Anthony
That is great.
for naming your horse Brandon. We'll be rooting him. Let's go, Brandon.
A night at the races. Yes. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. We should mention the Bluefin Blowout dates have been changed. It's Tuesday through Thursday.
Pat was already on there. Where were you sleeping?
Did you talk about?
fall asleep?
Did you talk about it,
Yeah.
or did you just put the graphic up?
I just
Both.
put the graphic up.
I didn't hear anybody talking about
And
it.
she mentioned
I was going through the show notes trying to move the fucking show along.
Hey, no swearing.
Oh, hey.
Feedback we're getting.
Sorry,
Your
that's-
poor daughter's
Feedback.
right behind you.
Yeah, Joe. Come on. Jeez.
So it's the 26th, Joey. Starts 26th.
Yeah, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
She's buried in the phone anyway. She didn't pay attention.
She's doing Snapchat. She's doing
She's streaming.
Here we go.
She's
The new
doing-
dates. Breaking news.
July 26th to 28th. Big fish, big purse, big cause, big fun. So there's that, and we're gonna revisit the. I think what we're gonna do, because I see that Sedalia's been. I don't know if it's Sedalia or Crudy has been doing boat profiles as they enter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna highlight leading up to the Bluefin Blowout a boat profile of the day. What's going on here? What just happened?
The camera.
Ground control. Bernie hit something. Bernie, what did you
Chris, it
do?
was definitely your
always my
fault.
fault, yeah.
It was definitely your fault, Chris.
It's his animal magnitude that blew up the system.
Hold on.
Went viral.
I
Switch
saw.
it to the other one.
I saw Bernie hit something.
Yeah, go to camera. Go to camera. Oh, there we go. We got camera 2 going right now. What happened, Pat?
I don't know.
Is it hot?
Nothing.
Is there a battery
Is the
situation?
sun hitting it?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. We'll just.
Some like it hot.
So Pat, what
Some
you
like
can
it
do
hot.
is just get that camera and
Turn it.
This
The
one.
The other
Yeah.
camera.
place that camera on the ground.
Here we go, folks. Hang on.
Yeah. this is
Technical
gonna be-
difficulties.
Pat, underneath that black cord. Go on it. Yeah. Perfect.
That's a bad idea, I know.
Here we go, folks. Coming back. Coming back. Look at this.
Don't get dizzy.
Just like
Look at
this.
this. Look at this. That's how it's done.
There. Oh.
How come it's not wide? Oh, there we go.
I don't know what I did here. What I gotta do to make it loud.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No, you
thanks
got
for
it.
tuning in to Good Morning Gloucester, right here at Castaways, downtown Main
Oh, I
Street.
can do this.
Live.
As we prepare with our technical difficulties, please stay tuned as we prepare to bring you more exciting action.
There you go. All right. That's
Got
it.
it good?
Yeah, we got it. We're good.
Dun, dun.
And that right there is where. All right, right
Well,
here.
Felicia had a message for you.
Oh, what's this from Felicia?
No, up more.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to.
Sister
find it.
Felicia, we had a request for your St. Joseph's Bista recipe, so if you feel like reposting that any place,
Felicia says, "Tell my brother that's me. I just picked up some fresh ricotta from New York. I'm gonna fry some up for lunch.
Oh.
Fried ricotta. That's on my diet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's in the program?
That is definitely in the program.
Felicia, do you mind if I join Joe?
The FCC finally cut us off. Ralph says. God. Yeah, we got that going for us, which is nice. I'm gonna put the chat overlay. You know what? I have this option right here, so people can. So any new comments will show up in the right-hand column. So let's. Oh, they didn't show up though.
Don't worry.
Anybody someone do a comment right now. I want to see if it works.
we got a delay anyway, Joe.
Oh yeah, there's like a 10-second delay. So
Yeah.
we'll see if that works.
That's to edit
the
out
next
all
one
your
comes in.
F-bombs.
Stop it. Stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Scotty, you wanted to talk about Earth's first hyper coffee.
I do not want to talk about that today.
Just all of his. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All of Scotty's. We're gonna put
You
we're gonna,
overlook all my
we do
topics
this
to
one?
go to
all
his.
of his show notes. We're just gonna put it. We're gonna Pat from now on when you compile the show notes.
Now-
put Scotty's at the bottom.
Now, isn't it frozen?
Yeah.
What's frozen?
The coffee?
I don't know because it's your topic, and you.
Well, it was-
usually when you put a topic and you have something to talk
It was
about.
3 friggin' weeks ago. Where's the fishbowl? You expect me to
It's all
remember
going
something from
wrong.
3 weeks ago, Joe?
Did you guys do the fish?
Okay, I like this topic right here.
window seat.
If you have a window seat
There
on
you
the
go.
plane, if you have a window seat on the plane, should you have full control of it during the flight? This is
Yeah.
Chris's topic.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to speak
So
to
a
this?
couple months ago when I was flying, I had an aisle seat, and the lady who had the window seat kept opening and closing
Oh,
the
terrible.
shade whenever she wanted. And I'm
Kept-
thinking to myself,
Yeah. How many times, Chris? Was it once?
at least 7 times.
7 times.
Yeah. It was very annoying.
How long was the
So
flight?
The flight was 4 hours.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, because she got the window seat, does that mean that she owns the control of the shade on
Did it
the
make
window?
you anxious? Was
It
she
made me
anxious?
anxious.
Was she anxious?
I don't know. She had her headphones on, so she blocked me out right off the bat. So I knew, she
She's
didn't
that
want to
kind of
talk to me.
person.
Yeah.
I had a problem. I had a similar issue. I downloaded a couple Netflix movies onto my iPad.
Pornhub.
No,
So, Chris, how did it affect
I
you?
only watch Bernie's channel on
Bernie's OnlyFans.
Pornhub.com/Bernie Parasipe.
Oh God!
He's going viral right now.
viral.
This is not the way I want to go viral.
Pat, cue the link. Cue the link.
Cue the link. Pornhub.com/Bernie Parasipe. No, I was just
If you're watching this, I don't have a Pornhub.
We're
No,
getting
so-
here.
no, but I was in the
Back to the window. Back to the window.
I was in the aisle seat, and the lady had the thing up. It was glaring.
Oh, terrible.
Could not see at all. And so I'd like to hear from our viewers. What do you think? Do you think what is your move if you have the window seat? Is it up? Is it down? Do you consult with the people that are alongside of you?
Well, if they have the audacity
Brenda
to
Grimes
control
did-
that window,
Brenda Grimes
you
Davis
should have the say of, would you, but politely, because you paid just as much money to be on that plane, or maybe around the same, and you're sitting in the same row. Say, hey, listen, not even, hey, listen, excuse me, would you mind dropping that down so I can watch my movie? That's the right way to
Dropping what
approach
down?
it.
Hang
The
on,
window.
hang on.
The window.
Jesus,
The
Scotty.
window.
Got to be more clear.
Because that happened to me on recently on a flight too, and you're going like from here to the Caribbean, and there's only blue ocean. What are you going to look at? The water?
So we have two.
I mean, sometimes
Yeah,
look at the
close the
water.
three comments so far. All say your seat, your window. You get to control.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I
Four
think
comments.
as
So-
an aisle sitter, you just need to let that go and don't focus on it. If they want to move the window thing up and down, that's up to them.
I agree with Michael.
And don't let
Ultimately,
it. Don't let it.
Oh, coming
Focus.
from this guy.
no.
I'm going to go a step further here. If I'm in the aisle and I'm on the end seat, and the two other seats got to get up to go to the bathroom, I won't let them up then.
Oh, that's a good point,
Oh,
Scotty,
boy.
right there.
Because all flight long, Miss Pee-Pee Pants over here has got to get up 7 times because she had too many vodka tonics or something. And now I have to wake up and let them out. You should
You're
have
right.
say about the window too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, when you sit down, that's the
I'll
trade-off you make. Is like, listen, I'll get up whenever you want.
And you just
But-
do what works for you. And so,
Just never book the middle seat.
if I'm on the window, which
Oh.
I don't like the window, I will not get up, even if it's like a 6-hour flight.
Yeah.
I'll just
You have that kind of bladder control.
at 160
That's-
beats a minute.
The
yeah,
window
most
seat's
things-
nice if you
most
want
things-
to
most
lean
things
up
are within
against the
grasp.
window
When you get to that level
for
of
sleep. But
a
I mean,
beat per minute, Joey, most things are obtainable.
I personally, I think that this is interesting because I'm also an aisle guy.
mhm.
I like to have the control, being able to go to the bathroom, stretch my legs.
Yeah.
long leg people. And ultimately, I believe that the window person has the veto power. But if you're a reasonable person and someone requests it to go down,
Halfway is good.
I think you make.
I'm not getting up from my seat if they do that. That's it.
Peter
Stand
Tarantino
by.
says, if you're the middle seat guy, you have no rights at all. You're dead to the world. Yeah.
In
And
fact,
he
not even in the
also said
elbow.
that up
There's
there.
no room in the. How often do you get in a little elbow situation?
As
with
a
the person
matter
next
of
to you?
fact, on the
Doing this?
yeah.
Yeah,
Power,
doing
power
that.
move.
Yeah.
The power move.
As a matter of fact,
Claiming-
for that,
I love that.
I put it up so they don't even get the option.
Yep, I do that too.
Oh. But then you're rubbing butts.
Just remember, I have now realized that I do not want to book a seat next to Scotty Mack. He does
Or
not.
Mike Coder.
He does not want to compromise.
Remember the time we had
No,
a
I'm
pig?
very well accommodating, but
Chris and I were on the same flight by pure chance and I get my feet. Do you remember that little piglet?
Exactly.
Was that from New York City or Florida? Where was it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was from New York City.
Yeah,
Someone
I had a
carried
pot-bellied
on.
pig at my feet. Chris walked by me. I looked down at the pig, looked at Chris like, "What the hell is this?"
I mean,
Was it loose or was it in
Yes,
a carrier?
it was
like on a leash.
It was a service animal
Jesus.
on the flight.
A pig is a
Right.
service animal. That's what I want to know.
Well, no, that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Someone brought. I saw a viral clip this past week. Someone brought a peacock
a peacock.
Oh my
Peacock.
on the
on
plane.
a plane as a service animal.
Bernie, to answer your question, there's a lot of
That's
pigs
what-
out
that's
there
what
for
I need.
service animals.
I want to get a peacock as a service animal. What do you think?
Joe, we have a listener. She chimed in a couple times. She's calling in from St. Croix.
That's a Pamela
Horse?
Croyel.
Yeah.
She
St.
says we're
Croix.
invited.
On the Inconceivable,
I don't think she's a swinger though, so you're probably not interested.
Oh, okay,
we're interested in a
forget it.
catamaran out of St. Croix.
We only go on swinger
Yeah.
trips.
I'm going to take the window seat for that trip.
Inconceivable.
So does she live in St. Croix?
She winters.
Does she have
Winters,
access to a catamaran? Is really the big question.
Yeah.
Here's a question. So, in my head, I always have this idea about doing the catamaran, with like 3 or 4 couples and
Mike's done it.
a week on a catamaran. And then I think about, like, we just got back from St. John we went, there's like 50 different places that we can eat and drink at. There's some on the beach, some nice, some not so nice. I feel, so we came to the conclusion that if you're paying all the money to have all the meals on the catamaran, because it's not cheap, do you really want to be stuck on the catamaran eating all the time? Or because you're paying for those meals, you feel guilty that you don't eat on the catamaran because you get into port and then you eat at all the different restaurants. It's like you double paying.
I'll give you my answer.
All right.
It's the same reason I do not stay at all-inclusives ever.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're obligated for the value to stay on and not leave the property and actually see the
Well, on the
island.
catamaran, are you making the food yourself and buying the groceries yourself? It's a you
Usually
mix
it's
it up.
part of the thing.
Well, no, when I did it, we bought our groceries, and sometimes we cooked on the boat, and other nights we
I'm
went
with
out.
him.
Also,
You mix it up.
You didn't have to have the chef make you the food.
No, I mean I was a chef often.
Oh, interesting.
Well, he went with the low grade.
I'm with
I
Codera on
wasn't
this
picking
one.
that kind of like.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's all about your vibe, whatever you want to do. Again, hiking's back
But
to.
did you feel like you were stuck to the boat? I mean, because those boats, while they look big, there's not a whole lot of room.
Well, if I was on the boat with you, I may have felt stuck.
He was on a swinger. It was a swinger deal.
Oh,
so they
was
were
it a
all.
swinger
So
deal?
there really
No,
was nothing
Are
uncomfortable.
you
about it.
saying you can't escape the wives?
All right, I want to do this one
That's
more
what
time.
Joe
I'm
said.
going to give everybody, go to camera, Pat, when you're ready. I want to go to camera 2 and
We
show
can't. We're
the
only on one
very.
camera.
Well, we only got one right
Okay.
now.
But if you could hold it up in front of camera 1, I'd like to give all the viewers right now an opportunity to share the podcast.
So help me how I
You
do
got
it.
it. They're perfect. You're perfect right there. This is a hoodie donated by Castaways, Bianca Gigaloni. And if you share the podcast and type shared in the comments, did you share it, Bernie?
Did you share it? Bernie?
I'm about to though.
Well, well, if you share
What
it,
is it?
if you share it, then you potentially could win it and not have to buy one. So share it, and we're gonna give people 1 minute to share it.
Even if you don't want to win the sweatshirt, just support Good Morning Gloucester and share the podcast anyway. Maybe somebody out there wants to watch that you don't know about.
Yeah.
But you could also win this nifty sweatshirt here. But just help us out and share it anyway. Thank
And
you.
Also, if we can go, Pat. Do you have what's the link, Bernie? For you have to type shared too,
Oh shoot.
Why is that, Joe?
because
Why not?
what's that?
Why do you have to type shared instead of just sharing it? Why
Because
is that?
Pat,
We
don't know to
okay.
enter them.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
can't tell
You
them.
can't just see the
That's a
And
people.
then when people see it shared in the comments, they know it's a reminder
Okay.
for them.
All right.
So it
He
serves a bunch of
understands.
purposes.
No, I
He's
didn't.
teasing it
Help
out
me-
for the
it's help
viewers.
me
He
keep track.
gets it.
It's a good question though for the viewers to understand.
Sometimes you're gonna
Speaking
spell
of-
it out, Joe.
Last time I
There
saw
I
you was
am.
Hotel
There I
Break.
am.
That's the last time I saw you.
Speaking
Oh,
of
there you
sharing,
go.
There I
Joe,
am.
a lot of people ask how they get to Sunday morning's podcast. So can you remind people how they get the?
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
So
Instrumental.
it's very, very simple. It's the. Wait, is my daughter still here? No, we can't say it. We can't say it. We can't say it. No.
Was she lounging?
We
Was she in
got
a
mixed.
bed?
We got mixed. We
Is
got
there a
mixed.
safety
Joey, look at this. Look at her. Look at
Yeah.
Castaways up here. Look at her. She's lounging out in the bed.
I'll tell you something. This is so legitimately, when this place is open, Saturday morning, my daughters say, Madeline, what do you say? What's your favorite spot to go to Saturday mornings?
Obviously, Castaways. We wake up and he'll always text me and he'll wake me up. And I honestly want to sleep until like 10, but it's worth getting up to go here. And I'll put that out there.
Oh,
And that's
look at
that's
that.
big.
Praise.
That's
Mike,
big.
you go like this. This is what you do after that.
Yeah.
Do you need any
Like,
more
boom,
money? Do
mic
you need
drop.
any more money?
What?
Any more money?
That was me. Here's your 5.
Oh, she gave you the change.
Hey,
Oh,
Shikabetsi back.
Jeez, that's the wrong move.
Did I
And you
raise?
took it.
Did I rise? Did I
Hey,
raise?
hey,
Still took it.
That's
Did
a
I-
value
did
play
I-
back at you.
Did I raise them properly? or
That's
did
the
I raise
value
them
play
properly?
coming back.
Chris, what he doesn't realize is that's a ploy for like $20 later. Let me give this back so I got
Yeah,
more.
so my daughters both work, and they work, and they get straight A's, and I couldn't be prouder than both of them.
An important question from Pauline.
Pauline says, did we tan all over tan? Chris is about to show. Just,
Sorry, I thought you.
I was gonna
I thought
say,
Bernie's OnlyFans. There it is.
No, but we one more thing. One more order of business I'd like to get to. Bernie,
Yeah.
what is, I'm gonna put a link to you. If any parents out there would like to hire Bernie to showcase their children for college showcases, high school
Dance,
showcases, whatever it is.
Cheerleading.
What website? What link should I put in there, Bernie?
You can put in the link to my Instagram. It's Bernie JP Vids.
Which you see right there under your name.
There you go.
I know.
And if you're interested in some of my,
Hey, what's up, Kellen?
How's it going?
if
Good,
you're
man.
at all interested in any of my longer form, like the couple-minute videos, I do have a YouTube channel. It is my name, Bernie Parisi. It's right there. If you want to go check that out.
So, but what I'm going to mention right now, because this is the easiest thing to do, because Bernie is a brilliant man and he has a Linktree account. So if you go to Bernie's
9,000 followers.
Instagram account, he has a link in his Instagram. His link is to his Linktree. That will give you links to all of his different social media. And
You click on Linktree also?
YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything's on there.
Pornhub.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Super easy.
Sony
All right. Are we ready to do the drawing?
Yes. We have 22 shares.
22 shares?
22.
Wow.
Is this a record?
Bernie, you see how many
No.
viewers
Well,
you brought in
close.
today?
Yeah, it's all, yeah, me.
Hold on. I got to.
Is your mom watching?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
So,
It's a big moment.
Pat, you said 22?
I did.
Here we go. You guys got to tell me when I'm in.
Oh my God.
The prize will be here, or do you want me to take it over to, why don't we leave it here? It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's a good idea. Yeah, and we'll leave a name on it.
Yeah.
You're not sure. All right, tell me if that's in focus.
Yep.
Yes, there
Back.
Yep. Yep. Right there.
Right there. All right, this is it right now for all the marbles. Number 3.
Number 3 is Annie Rochon.
Annie Rochon. She doesn't win a lot.
She
I mean, she's one of
not
our
as much
super-
as Michael Bertolino.
And I gotta,
She's
Or
a
at
super
Tower.
fan. She's one of our super
yeah,
fans.
and I gotta tell you, she's gonna look great
Yeah,
in
you
yellow,
can
being
shop.
such a Bruins fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to leave the sweatshirt here
Oh,
with
you
your
gotta get a
name
pair.
on it.
Kizik's the
Annie.
best. Kizik's the
You
best.
should pick it up as soon as you can, though.
Oh, Bernie. So I want shout out to Beauport Financial Services. This awesome. Can you read that?
3/4
No, it's
zip.
the other way.
No,
It's a
no, read
3/4.
this.
That's Kintyre.
Kintyre?
Kintyre. So Kintyre is an island, and it's the closest from Scotland to Ireland. It's the closest place between these two ports, and it's one of their brands for Beauport Financial Services. David McKechnie and Kevin Blanky, my guys, and they take very good care of me. So they provided this
You're sponsored by them today for that.
sponsored by
3/4.
them. But Bernie, I
3/4
saw
clue.
you mention this Lululemon pants for men.
That's
It's
that's
not
about
embar-
as bad as
that's not-
bracelets.
I didn't
That's
mention
not
this.
embarrassing. That's
I was
not
gonna say, I didn't
embarrassing.
mention
Well,
this.
that's one
No,
man's
you mentioned the
opinion.
joggers.
Well, you wearing
mentioned
them
the
now?
joggers.
You have them on now, right? I
You gotta
commented how sharp you look today,
Check,
Joey.
check this fit right
Joe,
here.
turn around.
You're
Oh,
sharp. You're
yeah.
sharp.
It's all in the ass.
Chris,
Wow, look at that.
he's
Look
going
at the
after you.
sagginess.
Check this fit right here.
Joe,
He's
I
going
used
after
to-
you for best dress.
I
No,
used
I'm
to
going to tell
work
you something. Right
Dapper
now.
Dan. Dapper Dan.
I'll tell you something.
GQ.
There's no shame in saying that you wear Lululemon joggers.
I never said there was to begin with.
No,
Why
you
would
said,
you
"Oh,
even
geez."
assume that?
No, because it was like,
He didn't know where
I'm
you were
wearing them.
going.
What?
with
I'm
it.
wearing them.
So they're not cheap.
No.
They're worth every penny. Am I correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you tried any of the other brands like Allbirds or?
No, I have not
Fair
yet.
Harbor. Fair Harbor.
Fair
I'm
Harbor.
a Fair Harbor guy.
So in the last couple of years,
You guys having a men's fashion discussion right now?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Holy cow!
yeah,
Yeah.
no, because I think
You
they
need help, Mike.
I think
I mean, this is really being
We're
directed
surrounded
to
by
you.
women's apparel, so we got to
mean-
talk some men's here.
no, I have to
I'm
say
sponsored say by Nike and ProQuip and
And Bass Rocks.
Bass Rocks.
and Under Armour.
And how about what?
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah,
Mike,
TBO.
what's your go-to if you're going on a plane and you're going to Sanibel
Yeah.
and it's cold in New England, what's your go-to brand of pants?
I'm wearing shorts.
Tommy Bahama jeans probably on the plane.
Jeans. See,
I wear shorts.
Do they have that stretch material?
Little spandex in them. There could be threaded spandex.
No
too,
jeans
right?
on a plane. That's just not right.
Jeans
I'm
on a
not-
plane. Hey,
I'm not a
I
jeans
might
guy.
be. That might have to be called into action in case something happens.
Right.
I'm that guy.
I think
You
I,
pooped yourself.
I think you got to try. I think you ought to try a pair of Lululemon
Sneakers.
the
I'll give it a
ABC.
shot.
So the brand, the one I wear the ABC pant, and the ABC stands, and I'm not exaggerating. This is not a joke. ABC stands for anti-ball crushing. That's their branding.
And then you got those up a Poshmark.
No, you're
Is that a
laughing.
Poshmark
Someone fact
purchase?
check it.
No, fact check. I promise you that they will tell you that. ABC stands for anti-ball crushing.
Yeah.
They say that in the marketing.
Allbirds, I think, came out with that originally.
Well,
Allbirds is a good line.
Allbirds.
Get back to the Lululemon for a minute. I actually have a Lululemon men's swimsuit, and it's the most comfortable swimsuit that I've ever had. It doesn't have it has like that ABC that you're talking about, almost like that. Not Speedo, but the men's half short. Instead of the netting, it actually has
Oh,
that.
yeah, right.
And it's probably my favorite bathing suit.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And
It keeps
it's a
the sand.
Lululemon. It's great.
For that reason.
That's why.
And it stretches in the water.
No,
You know?
this is what I would say. For any man that has 10 pairs of pants in their closet,
And big cannolis.
and they don't love any of them, throw them all away and get 3 pairs of Lululemon pants, and you can make that your wardrobe. And
Off Poshmark.
I'm a big Poshmark guy.
Especially if you have a big cannoli.
You know.
If you have big cannolis.
Watch out, we got
I'm
this.
so sorry.
They're
Virgilio's
Is Pat-
right
is
behind
Pat
us.
watching?
I was gonna get a
Is
cannoli.
Pat watching?
We got to do a
Nothing,
shout
nothing,
out to Jeremiah.
nothing.
Shout out to Jeremiah Nicastro, who is my stepson Connor's hockey coach, doing a tremendous job with the Cape Ann Youth
Is
Hockey.
he a squirt?
Pee Wee 2. What?
Pee Wee 2.
Pee Wee 2. Oh yeah, big time
That
program.
game's at 11.
Big time
Bernie.
program.
Jeremy, call Bernie.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah
Jeremiah's-
was a bullfrog.
He loves that.
Jeremiah's
Yeah.
Jeremiah's daughter plays as well, and she's a fantastic player. Yeah, really good. It's you know what I'm always it's a great commitment, and I always admire people that take over young parents that take over coaching their kids.
It's
Because it's an unbelievable
such an
commitment.
indulgence.
Yeah.
It's a commitment, and
Yeah.
a lot of times it's a no-win situation because you're starting players, not starting players, and there's always unhappy parents. Jeremiah does a fantastic job with the kids. He's patient. He's a good teacher and stuff like that. So shout out to him.
Shout out to really all hockey parents, the commitments that they make.
Any
to their
sport,
kids.
any sport.
Any
That,
sport. Golf parents, Mike.
Soccer.
Not just hockey parents. Golf
as a matter of
parents.
fact, Madeline's buddy Olivia, her dad Seth Romans was one of Madeline's early soccer coaches, as well as our regular one of our regular co-hosts who will be back next week. This is his last week's schema dealing. Paul Gamble.
Oh, nice.
Paul Gamble, ladies and gentlemen. We love Paul. Come on back, Paul.
Paul Gamble's last weekend of schema dealing.
Joey, can I put a shameless plug in?
Go ahead.
St. Patrick's Day, the Rum Line, Gloucester, me, DJ Scotty Mac, playing all of your drunken Irish favorites, a line, and much, much more. Early in the morning.
Big question.
You didn't have the green alligator and the long neck goose.
You didn't request it.
Well, you know that's
You
my.
gotta,
that's my go-to.
You got to go to the Rum Line, not only to listen to
6 to
Scotty,
9 o'clock, by the way. 6 to 9.
They can see that, Scotty, right here.
I can't see that.
You can't see that?
You can't
But
see
no,
that?
not only
Glare.
that, it is Gloucester's traditional, the best corned beef and cabbage in town.
Yes.
The plane window is up. I can't see it.
And Joe wears his famous Irish
Oh,
outfit.
the Celtic
too.
outfit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to my in-laws, so I'm going to have to make it either before or afterwards because my in-laws are super Irish,
So
and they take it very seriously. So, and I am honored to be included in their St. Patrick's Day feast. But I do like to potentially get to the rum line at some point.
Yeah, we do a great corned beef dinner, and it'll start
Before
at noon,
and or
told us
after.
the other day.
Before and or after, yeah.
New.
Yeah. So yeah, and shout out to my sister-in-law Erin. I am taking you up on, and Chris McCarthy's also going to participate in the pot
Here we go.
roast challenge.
Joe, now you got to show everyone how you do it.
When the earth was green, there was more kinds of animals than you'd ever seen. They'd run around free. The earth was
Here we go. Get ready. Here it comes.
This is when Joe gets excited.
It was green alligators and
Long neck geese.
Yeah.
I don't know this one.
Some cats and rats and elephants.
Joe, that was horrible. Oh, we're gonna be canceled.
I got to tell you right now, the
Solid.
name of the
Hey,
song,
Joe, that's a solid performance.
the name of the song is actually called "The Unicorn," just for reference when you want to do the dance later.
The unicorn.
Joe, you're being recorded. Behind you.
Yeah.
I put myself on the thing.
This
Hey,
isn't
that's
about
illegal.
Let the
That's
record
illegal.
state that Bernie
We're gonna have
snitched.
to- We're gonna have to collect some royalties on that one. We're gonna collect some royalties. All right. Anyway, I think for Bernie Parisi, I said right. Jesus.
Said it right.
Wrap it up.
Let's go.
Right.
Chris McCarthy, Scotty Mack, Mike Coder, Pat Dalpiaz would have been on camera.
I have a
too.
suggestion.
Go ahead.
Since we do not have intro and outro music, let's show another clip from Bernie on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that idea. Good job.
idea.
Good idea. All right, here we go.
I would love to come back. May I make are you going to show clips from there?
Oh,
or are you
Yeah,
gonna
Take
from
a
the
request.
Instagram account.
Yeah.
Okay, may I make a suggestion?
Yeah, I'll let you pick it.
So the last regular season game when they beat Linfield in overtime,
I
I would strongly suggest that one.
All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Share screen. Chrome tab. Bernie Parisi.
Presented by Fresh.
All right, here we go. Hold on a second.
Might have to
close
look
this
for
one.
it.
You just gotta tell me which one to go to.
I believe this one.
Beautiful.
Oh no, that's the playoff game. That's nope, that's not it.
All right, hold on.
That's the first
We'll
playoff
find
game.
it.
Right here. That's it for sure.
All right, and I'm gonna hit the audio this time.
Turn it up.
Oh, it's supposed to be like that.
Like I'm kidding. I've been making like 2,000 a minute. So high up through the clouds, I was swimming. I'm probably gonna
Beautiful.
drown when I'm in it. I bet she gonna get loud when I'm in it. And we might have a child like a whole lot of fucks. She can't get married. Only bitch I give a conversation to a seal.
Cool.
My parents are married. Yes, I
No,
wanna clear.
his father, his uncle Fishy's family.
Lately I've been praying, God, I wonder can you hear me? Think about the old me, I swear I miss you dearly. Stay up till you come up, I've been sticking to that theory. Every day I battle, I'm exhausted and I'm weary. Make sure I
Looks like Mike Coder there.
I think the kid might have a pickleball drop.
Yeah, he might have a future pickleball, that kid.
That was awesome. And we're back. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We miss you. Check out Bernie. Subscribe to his Instagram page.
Go Bernie.
He's crushing it.
Until next time, Gloucester, stay anchored.
If you're tuned in, catch me at the next playoff game. What was the semifinals versus Canton at Songus. I will be there, and
That's Tuesday.
I am going to be repping one of these Castaway Vintage Cafe sweatshirts too.
Nice.
I will be doing it after this ends. I'm going to buy one.
And he's single.
Eddie.
Actually,
breaking news.
Actually, she's not watching because she would freak out. But
Oh shit.
my girl, I do have a girlfriend.
Oh,
believe it or
sorry.
not. No, it's okay.
You
It's
want to
okay.
propose to her now?
No.
Do we have any special announcements today,
Come on,
Bernie?
sure.
Announcements.
We've never had a proposal on Good Morning
no,
Gloucester.
No, I'm sure, I'm
It
sure
was one at
she's
Tono
I'm
Friday
sure
night.
she's a very special woman.
She's a wonderful.
Shout
Love
out.
you.
Hopefully